open up would expose me to a new, like a new crowd. And
A new demographic,
I'm recording
a
this
new
video
cut, a new
too.
color.
Right. I'm recording this video too in case you want to use it, but I had to post a picture because the thing is, you just see that my shirt says racism. So it's like if I post a picture so you can see the whole shirt,
Oh,
then
yeah.
this won't be out of context because the shirt says racism is little dick energy.
Oh, I mean, honestly, I feel like people just looking at a black person in a t-shirt where that just says racism, they're instantly like, oh, this has got to be something either funny or very pro-black.
Yeah.
I
And it
mean,
says
unless you're
racism
like,
is
I don't
little
know,
dick
Stacey
energy.
Dash or
Not Stacey
Candace
Dash. No,
Owens.
remember she said that she gave all that MAGA shit up. She for the blacks now, remember?
We didn't
After that
accept her
white man
back.
had her arrested.
Actually, let me not say that because niggas will happily accept this bitch back. Like, it's Stacey Dash,
They do it
she
all the
made her
time.
mistakes.
The thing is, she was like that when they was putting her on the cover of King magazine and shit. Like she's always.
Oh, there's the question.
So she ain't never fucked with y'all niggas like that. But
not an ounce.
I mean, Dame Dash told us a long time ago that she don't fuck with niggas like that.
I always wonder what their relationship was.
They're cousins.
Well, no, I know they're cousins, but I meant.
Oh, he don't fuck with her. She don't fuck with him.
Yeah, because they never like really speak of each other.
They don't fuck with each other because the thing is, he said that she's always, she had
hey,
green
I'm
eyes.
placing a pickup order. Okay, good.
She was black with green eyes, so she always thought she was better than.
Bitch, the eyes can be easily plucked from one skull, but that's just, oh, they got fried green tomatoes. This shit is expensive.
I mean, bitches go buy green eyes, right?
Right, bitch. We just talked about that last night.
We did.
So I am really full of a lot of hate and negativity today, so be prepared for that.
I feel like that's every time we do this show.
I'm just always negative and hateful.
On this show.
Yeah.
I have cheddar fries and I'm very excited about it.
Well, that sounds good. That sounds really good. And you know what?
Love a bag of cheddar fries.
We gotta adjust this. There we go. I have this like stabilizing thing on my mic, but it is weird because it fucks with where the cords are, and I have to.
Why don't you just get one of these? Why don't you just get one of these?
I don't like those.
Because it comes with everything built into it, and it just sits.
Well, this I enjoy because it has a better quality, and it can be used. It's essentially a mini condenser.
This is too.
This one is like the upper up though. So if I'm playing music,
I didn't like it.
I'd love this. I'd love this one.
I didn't like when my voice sound on that one.
Oh no, I absolutely love it.
That's why I switched back to this one.
Really? I don't like the snowball. Like I don't like it.
I don't like that one at all.
I like that this has I can pop this bitch off, put it on the arm. I can prop her in her stand, set it to the speaker, and if I want to play online, it at least sounds half decent.
Thing. I also don't play music. Like that's good. That's a recording mic for like music.
Music and yeah.
This is good for talking. All I do is talk.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I'm actually about to get a external sound card too.
I told you, a bitch about to upgrade my whole shit. I'm going to buy a whole new computer.
Upgrading the equipment.
I'm about to get my studio lights. I'm about to get the computer. I'm going to have to take this other mirror out of here so I can have room. Because as it stands, I now have 2 full-length mirrors in here. I'm going to have to take that one out.
I thought you did. Okay.
Yeah, I got the one back there with the lights on it, and then this one.
Okay.
I'm going to have to take the other one out to make room for the lights and stuff.
Tell these niggas, don't you touch my mirrors no matter where I put them.
I mean, this is going to go back in my bedroom.
All right. I'm trying to decide what the fuck to get from these people. I think a large macaroni is more than enough, right?
Are you high?
I am, but I already got fried okra and fried green tomatoes.
Oh, then yeah, that's enough.
You know, a bitch be going for sides. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I'm already at 27. I'm already at $30, and I ain't even bought the fucking chicken yet. I only
we're
got the
coming
goddamn
there.
side.
We're coming to Detroit in
When?
July,
July what?
the 20th, the day after Brooklyn's birthday.
Oh, what day is that?
It's a Wednesday or something.
Oh fuck. Of course y'all picked. Damn.
A Tuesday or Wednesday.
Okay. Well, let me know, and I can take that. I'll take that Thursday off.
We're coming the 20th, and we'll be there the 20th, like the 24th or something like that. Because basically, we're gonna do her birthday party in Cincinnati, and then the day after her birthday, because we ain't want to travel on her birthday.
Yeah.
We're gonna drive up to Detroit.
Okay.
You know, I'll come sit my ass in the bar though. I don't give a fuck.
Bitch, ain't nowhere to sit at my bar. It ain't nowhere to sit at my bar no more. And I'm okay with it. I am okay with it. Bitch, you mean to tell me you niggas ain't got just like a bucket of chicken? It's like 8 pieces dark special. But what about white? I can't get a breast with this? Oh no, I have to buy that a la carte.
Mm-hmm. They know that's what niggas want.
Like if you niggas don't get out of here, is 8 pieces of chicken enough?
For you and him?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe I'll get the 16, but that's gonna make this a $60 goddamn order.
I also feel like 16 is too much, but 8 ain't quite enough.
That's where I'm like, can I get a 12?
Right. Where's the 10? Where's the I mean, but 8 with all the sides will probably be enough.
Yeah, we'll
That's
stick
4
with that
pieces of
8.
chicken each, plus all the sides.
Yeah, okay. We'll do that. Okay, that's not bad. It's only $45. So
For dinner for 2 people? No, that's not bad.
no, and I got fried green tomatoes, a large macaroni and cheese, 8 pieces of chicken, fried okra, and a large potato salad. Actually, let's look at these pies real quick too. Bitch. He gonna be mad. He gonna be mad as fuck. He'll be walking back time. I ain't ordered all this food and you made me go get it. Like, yes, the fuck I did. I should get some baked beans. And we're gonna get some baked beans. We'll get some baked beans. All right. So that rounds out to $50. So 50-10. I think that's fair.
Did you order pie too?
No, I don't need pie. Oh wait, I don't need delivery. I meant to do pickup. Switch to pickup, y'all. He gonna walk his ass around that corner. And it'll be ready to have Ashanti. Where'd she come from?
You know that whole versus got delayed because she had COVID.
Yeah, but they did it though.
They did, but this bitch still ain't sat down. Every time I look up this hoe on a plane.
She talking about I got them anti. Oh god damn, I made that strong. Oh, well, that took me by surprise. All right. Okay, let me pull up Audacity. Yes, you're gonna. I put the order in for pickup. And I'm about to start. Okay. Come on, open up. Open up Audacity. I ain't got time for your ass.
Have you seen Willow Smith's new promo pictures for her new song?
With that looks like a
Not the video. Did you see the pictures?
I saw the pictures. If it's the ones I'm thinking of, it looks like a Bush album from 1998.
Where she got on all the blue with the yellow background?
No, I just saw the like lower shot from the bottom up. It'll be ready in about 20 minutes. Yeah.
It's giving very early 2000s emo girl. Like, look at this.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me close this. Yes, close this project. No, I don't want to save it. It's already saved. Just go away. Please go away. Okay.
And Travis Barker plays the drums on her song.
I got chicken,
You got Thanksgiving? Shit.
Bitch, I did get Thanksgiving. I got chicken, fried tomatoes, okra, potato salad, baked beans, and macaroni and cheese. About 20 to 30 minutes. I'll shoot you a text. No, it's already paid for. You just going to go get it. I'm sorry. Okay, so Willow Smith is over here reliving 1995 and thinking her ass is Kurt. I almost said
1998.
Angle.
1998.
Kurt fucking Angle, bitch. It was Kurt.
Kurt Cobain.
At least I didn't say Kurt Russell.
I had to think about who the fuck that was. You see, I paused for a second, like, wait, what?
Like, what the fuck is a Kurt Russell? I just started recording too.
Your Audacity file?
Yeah, should I not? Should I stop?
No, it's fine. Just tell me beforehand because
no, I just saw you were recording, so it was like, okay.
I was just recording the Zoom because that I always start because I forget. The Audacity file, it like whenever you start before I start, the tracks be off a little bit because it don't adjust. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it just means I gotta move stuff.
No. So this is what I'll do.
No, it's fine. Mine is started. It's all good. We good. I have enough space before that I can line it up before clipping. So
okay. And I also think what I'm gonna do with these videos, I'm not gonna do with that first one because my lips was ashy. And I said I'm not gonna do that to myself. We're about to apply this right now. I want to put them up just unedited, except just with like a opener and a closer.
Okay, but
you know what I mean.
Move to the other side so the light's better.
Also, this is kind of like watching like Disa Samiro on like YouTube, their warm up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you get the full experience of having the warm up where we're talking about absolutely nothing. And then diving into the bullshit of the podcast.
Okay. This light is a lot better on this side.
God damn, I'm gonna be fucked up.
Yeah, this is better.
Okay. Looking good.
What you think?
Looking good and feeling gorgeous.
You think I'm good?
How do I look?
You look good. No, you're good.
How do I feel? You feel good? How do I look? You look good. You're looking good and feeling gorgeous. Well, she walks but steady with her high heel stepping. She got lots of style. She got lots of class. This is the only joy you're gonna get out of my ass, outside of like talking cash money shit about all these fucking people,
because these people are
fucking
terrible.
Awful.
They're terrible. Yeah, this light is a lot better. Hold on, let me.
Yeah, it adds that light adds a little bit more warmness to it because the other way it made you look
because it's very dark in that corner. So I think I need to make this the recording side if I'm doing videos because it gives the window. With this mirror here, it makes that corner very dark because it blocks the window.
Oh, okay.
What temperature of light do I want though?
Don't go cool. There you go.
I think I want it here, yeah.
Yeah, you need something to help radiate that brown glow, that delicious, wonderful chocolatey glow. Where the fuck is my goddamn jewel?
Did you lose that shit?
My mind, my entire mind. All right, let me
grab. I have this little TV table in here. Mm-hmm. I think I might, because right now I use it just to hold makeup when I'm doing people's faces. Mm-hmm. But I think I might start using it to hold the computer when I'm recording videos.
Oh, okay.
Well, right now it's literally sitting in my makeup chair.
Oh shit. I mean, I like this angle though.
But I also think I like this background a little bit better than the other way.
Oh, okay. I can get that.
The other way looks very studio.
Yeah, this looks more intentional.
This
more
looks,
like.
Yeah. Now I could turn it so we can get the Rihanna book in the back.
You could just stand there, bitch, like this the whole time.
Just hold it. That's a big ass book. That bitch is heavy. It's also $100 fucking book. That bitch is a workout.
Some
it's
crunches.
Sahara tried to pick it up and fucking fell over. $100 ass book. That bitch heavy.
That's how you keep her little ass from moving the furniture. Just set that book on it. Shit.
Yeah, basically. Because they
won't be able to
delivered
move
it.
shit.
First of all, it came in this big ass box. And I was like, why the fuck is this box so big?
You're
and
like,
I pulled
what the
that
fuck
bitch
is
out.
this?
So I pulled it out, and the black box that it came in had a fucking handle on it. And I was like, all right, this is a lot. And then I tried to lift that damn book, and I said, oh, bitch.
Like, never again.
This bitch is about 30 pounds. Like, it's on a book stand. It's huge.
God damn, don't get in a fight and throw that at his ass. He'll
almost want to buy the stand that she made for the book. It's like a cast of her hands to hold the book. I almost want to buy it.
That's really cool.
It is, but this bitch is heavy. So, I mean, it was worth my $100. This is a weighty motherfucking book.
That's not bad for like an art book or a coffee table book.
Yeah, it's a big coffee table book. It was worth my $100.
Okay.
I looked through it one time.
You said, all right, no touching it anymore.
I was like, this bitch about to go on this stand and
don't nobody
right
touch it.
Because this motherfucker
you niggas want to see the picture. Take your ass to the library.
And the thing is, I can't even leave it open on the stand because the stand is too small. I have to buy a whole nother stand if I want to have it open. The book too damn big.
I tell you, easy way to kill somebody. Put that book. Never mind. Exposing my secrets.
You are. But also, I might just buy the stand that she made for the book.
That'd be cool. And there's this whole thing now with the whole like hand being something like a stand, or I've most recently been seeing there's a Japanese brand that made these pair of like
the shoes.
They look like kitten heels, but the hand is the heel.
But I can't buy them in this country.
I was looking at that stuff too, and I was wondering if they did international shipping. They are Japanese.
They do. They have a very, very limited amount of stuff that they can ship internationally, and it's all super basic. All the stuff that you would want, you can't. That we would want, you can't get shipped here.
I could see that. I figured that too.
Yeah.
Shall we get started?
Sure will. Let's go.
So, all right.
Oh, I'm gonna send your glass to you next week. I keep forgetting.
Woo! I'm gonna be drinking liquor out of that. Fuck wine.
That's fine.
Shit, it's gonna be be gay, do crimes and wine. Be gay, do crimes and liquor. I'm sorry. Woo!
We didn't start selling beach towels and fleece blankets and tote bags and stuff now too. So I'm gonna do.
Shit, bitch, you about to catch all the camping girls.
I'm gonna do 2 giveaways. I'm gonna do a summer one where it's a beach towel, the tote bag, and one of the aluminum water bottles, and then do one for the fall where it's the coffee mug, the blanket, and a pillow.
Okay.
So
pack that coffee mug with some little hot chocolate. That'd be cute.
We'll see. Depending on how much I like these hoes.
You don't. All right, ladies and gents. So I'm gonna do the opening real quick, and then I'm gonna hit you niggas with a preface, or rather a warning. So yeah, just be prepared because this is gonna be some fuck shit.
Yes.
Good evening, ladies and gents.
What we normally do.
You get more so though, because I'm just in sins at this point. Okay, so good afternoon, ladies, gents, kings, queens, things, everyone and everybody in between. I am Lee from the D, back with
Siobhan, aka at Fashionably Now.
And this is Reality Rewind.
If you listen to this, you probably listen to me talk 4 to 5 days a week, so y'all know my voice by this point.
Right. This week, Siobhan made the decision that we were going to watch Selling Sunset.
All right. So actually, Siobhan did not make the decision. An Instagram poll made the decision that we were going to watch Selling Sunset because I didn't know what show to watch. So I left it up to my followers on Instagram, and this is what got picked, and I hate y'all for it.
This show is fucking awful. It is fucking awful. So we're breaking this up into 2 parts.
So I also realized I don't like real estate reality shows.
No, it's stupid.
I like HGTV shows. Like, I love HGTV. I don't like real estate reality shows. I realized, because I've tried to watch other ones. I don't like them.
They're not good. It's the most mundane of things. So the difference between like the HGTV style one is you usually see people actually doing work on the home. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Or even
even if they are flipping the house, they still are showing like, oh,
or even like with House Hunters. Even like with House Hunters, because I like House Hunters. Girl. Now, I think I like House Hunters is because these people always have these insane budgets with like no job. Right. Like, these motherfuckers are like, I wrap crayons and I do yoga in the park and our budget is $9 billion. Like, what the fuck?
I teach children how to make mud pies. My husband sharpens pencils for a living. Our budget is $12 million. Exactly. Meanwhile, the rest of us with like actual fucking jobs are like, how the
it's
fuck
like, can you afford How did you get approved for that?
How is this real? This is a lie.
Yeah, it's always like this weird like hate watch of House Hunters because it's like none of this makes sense. Y'all know
Not
this,
an
right?
ounce of it.
It's like there's other like I've been watching Bargain Lake House or something, whatever the flick is called. It's something like that where they go by like lake houses on a budget. I've been watching this lately, but it's because I'm on a mission to buy a lake house. So,
I was about to say, you were on a mission to scope out, Lake Bailey.
No, but you can't Airbnb that now. I looked it up.
What?
Yeah, she put it up on Airbnb because they're moving.
Oh, to LA.
No, he's moving to Atlanta. They're just buying a new house together.
But
it's up on Airbnb.
That
at least it was.
I can imagine Cynthia doing that because Cynthia is an old person who's cheap as fuck. She's like, we'll just do Airbnb. I don't want to deal with the renter.
But it's like you wouldn't know it was her house if you don't know what the house looked like.
It doesn't say the listing doesn't say Lake Bailey, owned by the iconic model Cynthia Bailey.
No, it definitely
Cynthia Bailey of Cynthia Eyewear.
And the bags, the bags.
Cargo.
Which I like.
And the Bailey Agency.
I do like those bags. While we're on the subject, before we get into the trash, let's just real quick. I
haven't watched it. I haven't watched it yet.
Because I have a beef with the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Okay, go ahead. I've seen a couple of clips, so
because I literally just finished watching the first episode of the reunion, so I'm 100% caught up on the show. I actually have two beefs. They both center around Kenya.
How did I know?
One, I don't understand
her at all.
How Kenya can stand up at her big age and say that she did not realize that her Halloween costume would be offensive. We have been saying every year for ages, don't dress up in blackface on Halloween. Don't dress up like a Native American. Don't do some weird Day of the Dead thing. Don't do that. We've been saying it for ages. Because blackface is just wrong and stupid. But then these other costumes, they are ceremonial things that are not meant to be costumes.
People's cultures aren't meant to be costumes.
I don't know how she gonna sit there at her big ass age and say she did not understand that was offensive. And then to say, oh, well, this is my culture because, my family don't respect. Since when, girl?
Bitch.
Where did this come from?
Bitch, every nigga in Detroit, let me tell you this. Every nigga in Detroit says what? We got Indian in the family.
Every nigga everywhere says that. And most of y'all do not, sorry to tell y'all, most of y'all do not. I understand historically.
To be perfectly honest, most of y'all got the slave master in your family. You want to be open, honest, serious, and for real about it, but we don't want to have that kind of shit.
Again, I understand historically why y'all do that. But we're not about to sit here and act like at your big age that you didn't understand why that was offensive.
Right. It was stupid. It was stupid.
And then to try to deflect it by saying, oh, well, I saw a picture of Drew from 10 years ago dressed up in Native American costuming, and then Portia posted her picture of her sister from 5 years ago in a Native American. And it's like, Girl, that doesn't change the fact that what you did was dumb.
It doesn't.
And also for you to sit here talking about everybody needs to extend this grace to you and this
Nobody
whatever.
needs to extend anything to her.
Because she's like, yeah, I went and I learned and all this other stuff, which is fine. Congratulations. But you too old to not have known. But congratulations for doing the work. But don't sit here and act like we supposed to just accept that and forgive, like you're not still bringing up Portia and the Underground Railroad thing all these years later. And Portia has repeatedly, one being while the season was airing, talked about how that she shouldn't have said that was wrong. But you still bringing this shit up all these years later. Like, look at where Portia is now.
Where's the trade? Oh.
And the work that Portia has done and the growth that Portia has had, for you to still be bringing this up now, but you don't understand why people
be perfect.
But you don't understand why people was coming for you. But at the age of 50 years old, putting on a costume of a Native American, like this shit is dumb, girl.
It was stupid.
Secondly,
like I didn't even give that any attention because I was like, "This is like I didn't give
that. When I saw it, I was like, "Oh, this is dumb." But I just kept going. It was
stupid.
I just kept going. It didn't annoy me until the reunion.
Okay. Oh no, when I first saw it, I was like,
when you watch the reunion, you will completely understand why it annoyed me. The other thing. Drew Sidora.
Oh God, is this about her wigs again?
No, it's not. I need for Miss Drew to come down off that cross that she done put herself on.
Is this about the prophet Lot?
It's everything. It's everything. Cause like now, granted, Kenya shouldn't have retweeted that thing about her son or whatever.
What did she say about her son?
Somebody tweeted that the scene with Drew's son meeting or talking to his biological father was cringy and it shouldn't have been on TV. And Kenya retweeted it. I don't think she should have, because your platform is too big for you to open the door for people to take shots at this girl's son. You know what I'm saying? Because the internet is going to be the internet. They're not going to talk about her. They're going to talk about her son. They're going to talk about her son's father, people who did not sign up to be on the show.
And that's the thing too. You want to throw stones and hide your hands, because to be perfectly honest, the first thing that will come the fuck right out of my mouth is, you know what, Kenya, your entire history has been a history of an incapability to maintain the most basic of relationships. So if I were you, instead of trying to retweet some shit about my son, I would be preparing myself for the inevitability that my daughter, when she turns 18, is going to walk out of my life and never talk to me again. When you play stupid games about people's kids, that opens you up to shit like that.
Yeah, I don't. But the thing about it is,
oh, your face. I'm sorry. You said bitch.
Because I didn't want to go there.
I told you, I'm here to fuck it up today.
Because see, for me, it's not. I have kids, right? So I'm never gonna talk about anybody's babies.
Don't talk about nobody's kids. And don't bring their husbands in. And it's like just.
She went through the whole thing about how Nene was so wrong for saying what she said about Sheree's son, and how Nene was wrong.
What did she say about Sheree's son?
When Sheree's son got arrested for
shoplifting. Nene has something to say.
Like
wasn't her son shoplifting at Walmart?
Yeah, he was.
The one that she don't talk about.
Yeah. Yeah. Oof. But it's like I don't, and that's not even a grown child. That little boy just turned 10. Now, would I myself have put that moment on TV? No, I wouldn't have.
No.
But I'm also not here to judge somebody for their parenting.
Also, Candy did the exact same thing.
Exactly. I was just about to say that. Candy did the same thing with Riley and her daddy, and y'all applauded Candy for being so open about that Kenya especially applauded Candy for being so open and how it helps so many people. And I get why they put it on TV, because it does help people. It does get those conversations started about how to navigate biological parents and new spouses and that kind of stuff. And it's very real. It's part of their life. I don't judge them for doing it. I wouldn't do it, but I'm way too private for that kind of shit. I barely put my kids on social media, period.
Yeah.
So, and most
Y'all
of the
never
time
get
when
a
you
picture of
see
my
my
cat.
kids, and most of the time when you see my kids on social media, it's the back of their heads. It's like half a face. It's especially the baby. I barely put my kids on social media to begin with. Very few people that don't know me personally have seen my children's faces. That's just who I am.
Honestly, I feel like very few people that don't know you personally know that you even have children.
Right.
But you don't tell these hoes nothing. Not a location, a date, a time, a child, or nothing.
It's here and there. Why the fuck? My Audacity keeps stopping.
Uh-oh.
I might have to use the audio from here. It's fine. It's not the biggest deal. That's why I'm glad I record. Yeah, see, Audacity keeps stopping for whatever reason.
Let me check mine just in case.
I'm recording the audio here, so it's cool. Yeah, I'm about to get all this because here and there our programs fuck up. It is what it is. We record backups.
It's fine.
But it's like,
so as long as the video come through too, we good. Shit.
The video is here. Everything's recording on the
we
Zoom
good,
thing,
girl.
so
the blessings are falling.
This other little program because it's been on some bullshit all day though. Okay, it could because I genuinely just need a new computer.
Oh,
my computer storage might be like wild, so I could genuinely need a new computer. It's fine because I'll just use the audio from here until I get a new one. But it's like it's just certain things I wouldn't do, but I'm also not here to judge nobody's parenting. But I do think that Drew has a lot of judgment for everybody else. Like her life is perfect. Your husband dipped out on you and ran off to Tampa for 3 damn days.
I'm not going to comment on that. Not going to comment on that because I have done that and I've also experienced that. Actually, to be perfectly honest, it's been in the last 18 months. Both have happened. So things happen. Sometimes you just gotta get away.
It's not even yes, things do happen. Shit happens. Y'all deal with what y'all deal with. Y'all go through what y'all go through. But you can't stand up here on this high horse.
Oh yeah, perpetuate this idea that your relationship is
throw all this judgment down at sensation. These people as if you're perfect, right?
Yeah.
Because you got your shit too. So Drew need to come down off that cross she put herself up on.
Okay, fair.
Mostly when between what it applies to Kenya and LaToya, but granted, both of them are
garbage and trash.
Yes.
Garbage, trash, debris, unrecyclable.
And it's just I want for people to hold Kenya accountable the way they hold other people accountable. Because they don't
very much so.
They don't nearly hold Kenya accountable the way they should. She says and does all kinds of wild ass foul shit. And nobody says anything.
But everybody Kenya acts gets like the same treatment as Giselle.
Yeah.
Which are they both in that house together?
I don't know what the fuck is going on with the house. I think they are, but I don't know what the fuck that Real Housewives All-Star shit. I don't know what the fuck is going on over there.
That is going to be a tragedy.
I'm waiting to see what happens because I've been seeing pictures, but it's a bunch of people and I'm like, is this shit like Survivor? What we doing? I don't know what the fuck is going on over there. If it's like a game show and they voting out housewives, that shit'll be great. I keep seeing pictures of people kind of coming and going.
That would be sick.
I know I saw a picture of Teresa Giudice coming, and then I saw a picture of her leaving, and she had bags both times.
Oh yeah, she's there and Melissa's there.
If they're doing this shit like Survivor style, where they kicking these hoes out every week,
okay, I'd be down for that. I'd be down for that.
I want that
if we're going to watch this, if Bravo's going to invest time and effort and energy into this to create actual quality reality programming, unlike the show we're going to talk about today, it needs to come with every ounce of gusto and cringiness. And they took the most cringy people and put them in the house together.
Because this is what Love and Hip Hop did.
Oh, no, I thought they did it because, okay, so there's a quote from Andy Cohen, maybe a good like 5 or 6 years ago, where it's asked, would there ever be a Real Housewives All Stars? And he said, I don't know. I don't think so. We're doing well. You usually save stuff like that for when the franchise is taking a turn, i.e., begins to tank. And the franchise as
Atlanta's
a whole
numbers
is
are
starting
still
to
great.
tank.
Atlanta's numbers are still good.
Yeah, but they're not what they were, though. You know, they're not what they were.
I mean,
and
but it's also like this shit's been on for like 15 years.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. Like things over time.
You know, Candy said she might be leaving.
What the fuck, Candy? I almost said, what the fuck, Candy gonna do? Let me shut my black ass.
She's on the Shy. Candy's booked and busy.
Candy does everything. That's why I said, let me shut my black ass up.
Candy has jobs. She said this might be her last season. She didn't confirm, but she said this might be her last season.
I don't blame her though. Like I really don't blame her. Also, Candy hasn't been getting any spinoffs. You noticed that, right?
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, oh, because you know, Candy was good for a spinoff or two.
She was always good for a spinoff. Yep.
And I was like, so there's no Candy spinoff this year. She ain't introduced no new products or nothing this year. So
except for what was it, OLG to go or something?
No, the steakhouse.
Oh, I did. Okay, it's all OLG to me.
The Blaze Steakhouse.
It's called Blaze.
It's named after her baby. Yeah.
I wish I had wealthy musical parents. I want something named after my black ass. You know how? I tell you, that's a fucking blessing.
You know, she got Blaze for the baby, and then there's Raisin Ace, the kids wear stuff, which is I saw
that. The kids wear stuff really cute.
I bought a couple of little things for Brooklyn a while ago when she was still little enough to fit that kind of shit.
Oh yeah.
Not no more. This motherfucker's huge.
Oh.
I went to buy her sneakers the other day because I bought the baby some sneakers. Because, you know, they came out with those Candyland Reeboks.
I've been looking at those.
I bought the baby a pair, and I was going to buy her some, and all the grown bitches and bought the ones on her size. So I can't even get shoes for her because the motherfuckers is $100, and she wear the same size as the grown bitch. So.
Oh. Damn.
So I got to go in the store to buy hers because I can't even get them online.
Jesus. Every time I try and buy shoes online, it's always a wrap. Trying to find the like really cute ASOS shoes in a 12 max 13, depending on the cut, is awful because either they don't exist or they've already sold out.
The same with him because he wear the same size. It's the same thing.
It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Because here and there, I'll try to be nice and get this nigga a pair of shoes, but then I'll be like, no, because your motherfucking ass wears size 12, and I'm not searching for that shit.
It is awful unless you're trying to get a pair of Timbs or a pair of Air Force Ones. This shit is horrible.
Unless you getting robbed nigga shoes.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's all I had to say about the Real Housewives.
So before we get into Selling Sunset, because I want to delay it as long as possible, because I really don't want to talk about these old nasty, mean, hateful ass white hoes. Did you see that Potomac's coming back this summer? I was like, damn, they brought this shit back kind of quick.
You know, Potomac, because the thing is, they don't like to keep the black girls off TV because the black girls are their money. You notice Potomac and Atlanta always back to back. As soon as one end, the next one start. You never get more than 2 months on Bravo without the black girls on TV. Because Potomac and Beverly Hills always kind of run simultaneously. Because you see Beverly Hills is back in like 2 weeks.
I thought New York was coming back in 2 weeks.
Beverly Hills will be back May 18th. So Beverly Hills will be back in like 2 weeks. And this the Girardi season.
Right, with I did see that.
This is the season of Girardi, who is my favorite on that show.
Yeah,
literally the reason why I watch it. They could keep Garcelle. I love Garcelle, but she don't bring nothing to that show. I don't know why she's still here. Like,
I enjoy Garcelle because Garcelle was willing to check Kyle.
Yes.
And nobody's ever willing
and nobody ever does. Right. No, I like her for that reason, but it's also like she wasn't even on the damn show.
No, she was barely there, but when she was
like,
there,
when she was there, she would put Kyle in her place. And I've never liked Kyle Richards. I always thought Kyle was a mean girl pretending to be nice.
Yes.
I've always thought she do that white woman shit where she weaponizes her tears, and I never liked the way she treated her sister. I've never liked her. Like,
you know, my husband, Harry Hamlin. Don't you talk about my husband.
I love Lisa Rinna. She's great. Lisa Rinna is amazing.
Okay, people that need spinoffs, Lisa Rinna, I don't know why she hasn't been given a spinoff.
I don't either.
Because we could just have like Home with Harry, and it's just her and Harry Hamlin. And
her dancing around the house, and Harry looking at her like a fucking lunatic. Because he's looking at her like, what the fuck are you doing?
Sending those to Lauren, because I'm like, look at this old white woman.
I love watching her dance around the house. It is so funny. It is so funny to watch her dance around the house. And it's also weird because her daughter is dating Scott Disick, and that's strange to me. What? Amelia Gray, she's dating Scott Disick.
Like Courtney's ex-husband, Scott?
Well, ex-boyfriend. They was never married, but yes.
Oh.
Courtney's baby daddy, Scott.
That is a bit much.
Because you know when him and Courtney broke up, he was just chasing the young ones because he was dating Sophia Richie before her.
Oh.
He was dating Sophia Richie for a while.
Wait, Sophia Richie?
Lionel Richie's youngest daughter, yes.
Not. Oh, wait, I got her confused. Okay. Oh, it's
not the one that's married to Justin Bieber. That's the Baldwin girl.
What? There's another Richie?
No. Justin Bieber is married to Alec Baldwin's daughter, but they look alike.
Oh, Haley Baldwin?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they look alike to me. I don't know. To me, they look alike.
Girl, I swear to God, if these niggas like walked up
on me, I would have no idea. The only reason I know what they look like is because both of them have been on the cover of Vogue recently, and I get Vogue.
That's fair. That's fair. Don't know why Haley Baldwin would be on Vogue, but well, okay. Well, socialite.
Her long ass feet. She has long feet. It is hilarious.
She got the monikers.
She got spatula feet. Because they long and her toes is mad spread out. She got spatula feet.
Okay, let me grab another drink, and we have to get into this.
We do. Because we've now been here for like 40 minutes and ain't talked about these bitches yet.
But there's nothing to really talk about with them because they're all
awful. We'll be done with them in like 20 minutes.
Exactly. And to be perfectly honest, I downloaded the complete edition of The Witcher 3 because it was on sale for $10. $10 with all 16 DLC content.
I don't know
what I got plans.
Means. I literally don't know what none of this shit means. So
yeah, nerd boy. Hold on, give me a sec.
All right.
Okay, let's make okay. I really don't want to talk about this stupid fucking show. It's just so Like I knew I'd be annoyed with it, but I didn't realize just how annoyed I was gonna be with
it. That's the same thing. I knew when I saw the cast that it would get on my nerves. I just didn't realize how much it would get on my nerves, but it did bring me, let's get into it, because I do have one enlightening thing to say about this show.
Okay, so I want to give just a warning and a preface for people. So this week, for the next 2 weeks, we're going to be doing season 1 of Selling Sunset over on Netflix. And it doesn't take much to get a Netflix contract. And this is the proof in the pudding, the whole pudding. Damn, I can't even make a Jello pudding joke. Damn, fuck that up.
Before I watched the show, I went on Twitter to see what people were saying about it. Why do y'all go up for this show on Twitter? Because this shit is irritating. It's like, because y'all was going up for Buried with the Bernards, but we love that show. And seriously, Netflix, give them a season 2. Because I want them on my TV for fucking ever.
Expedite
I never want them not on my TV.
That's a show worth watching.
Exactly. I actually have watched the season again. I want the Bernards on my TV all the time.
Yes.
Why do y'all go up for this shit? This shit is
not
it was
good.
Boring, and
it was boring as fuck.
Irritating. Like, why do y'all go up for this show?
I feel like
I'd rather watch
show...
Mauricio and his agents.
Honestly, yeah.
At least Mauricio halfway entertaining.
He entertaining. He's charming and fine. Mauricio is fine.
He is. Even with the daddy weight that he gaining.
Oh, even better. I love a love a nigga with a little bit of weight.
Me too. But why
just
do y'all
weight
go
period,
up for this
honestly.
show? This shit is irritating. Is it because they're pretty?
That's what it is.
The girls are very pretty.
I guess it's supposed to be like this inside look at The Help. And I'm like, I don't watch this shit
that's really
to see
what
The
it
Help.
is. That's
what it is.
I mean, the thing is, it's like,
how you gonna be classist, bitch, and you The Help?
All of these women are very, very pretty women.
And successful.
And very successful women. And I will not take them away from them. Even because I think Mary is the prettiest one, even though she's the oldest. I think she's the prettiest one of all of them.
Which one was Mary? They all look alike. She had
the short blonde. She had the 25-year-old boyfriend.
There we go.
Yeah. She was the prettiest one and the most successful one.
Yeah.
Of all of them. But outside of that, why do we care?
There was nothing really to this show.
Now, as I was watching it, I did get annoyed by the fact that it's very clear that this agency is just staffed with people that he either has or wants to have sex with.
So, okay, hold on. Let's I want to give this first. So for this episode, because we were both so very annoyed by this and disgusted, and it was a huge fucking waste of time and energy. There are no notes. So if we get things wrong, guess what? We don't care.
I don't even know. I honestly don't even know that this is going to have 2 parts to it. I don't know that I want to talk about this again next week because there's not enough to even fill 2 episodes.
No, I want to complete it.
We can overview this shit because I don't know that there's enough here to talk about.
Like I've already started watching it and I'm annoyed, but I need to know.
Oh, you haven't finished the season?
No, I was like, I have to take it by episodes.
I finished the season. Nothing fucking happened. Nothing fucking happened.
Oh, this shit is ghetto.
So
you finished it, I didn't. I was like, we taking this in 2 parts.
It don't matter because you're not missing shit. In the last 4 episodes, all that happened is that Christine calls Chriselle out. Christine and that other girl, Dahlia or whatever the fuck that is.
Davina, the one that came out of nowhere and started talking.
Who just showed up in like
episode 3. Who are you and why are you here? And why are you being messy and mean, bitch? We don't even know your name.
So, they had Davina and Chriselle were talking about Mary's boyfriend. I'm literally telling you everything that happens in the next episode, so you don't have to watch it.
Davina I saw the Mary boyfriend and then the confrontation
so you saw
with
that
Davina.
Little thing.
Yeah, that was the end of season 4.
Right.
I mean, episode 4.
So after that, all that happens is they have Maya finds out she's pregnant. They have a gender reveal party for her. That's the last episode. They have a gender reveal party. It's revealed that she's having a boy. At this party,
is she showing at this point?
I couldn't tell.
So
she has to be at least 20 weeks because they know the gender.
Okay, so she's out of that zone. I don't want to say the miscarriage zone.
I mean, that's what it is. She's out of the danger zone. They always say the first trimester is the danger zone. That's why doctors tell you don't tell nobody until at least 16 weeks.
Yeah, okay. Okay, because I was very confused because you just took me from, oh, I just found out I'm pregnant because I peed on the stick. Don't tell nobody. Bitch, we got a whole gender reveal happening.
No. But this is the thing about it. Most women don't find out they're pregnant until 6 or 8 weeks.
Yeah, that is true too.
If she was sick, even if she was 6 weeks pregnant, it makes sense that we got to gender reveal by the last episode.
I guess.
If you think about how this shit is filmed, because this shit is filmed over 5 months?
Is it?
Something like that.
This was 5 months of footage?
Most shows are filmed over 4 to 5 months.
Bad Girls Club was 2 months.
That's because they was in a house together. Most actual reality shows, because Real Housewives is 5 or 6 months.
That makes sense though.
But it makes sense this was 4 to 5 months, but because they only had 8 episodes, they didn't know people would watch this shit.
Well, yeah, that's why I was like, this was 5 months.
It makes sense the way it was
8 episodes.
It's a lot of jump cuts. So it's a lot of shit that happens that don't make it because they had to cut down 5 months of footage to 8 episodes.
Okay.
So.
And it was poorly done. I'm sorry. I'm sure the team is like extremely talented.
It just, I mean, it's real estate.
It's just not the good project.
Much do you have to work with? People just like it because they're white and messy. But
that's like, it. And they're not really that messy. Their reads are whack. They have their attempt at reading and being catty is beyond lackluster.
Yeah.
There's no creativity. There's no uniqueness. It's just, it's essentially nothing more than teenage white mean girl. And it's not even done well.
So Chrishell finally sells a house. Her and Maya ended up, because Maya was representing the seller and Chrishell was representing the buyer, and they sell the house, and that was great. Woo, woohoo, whatever. Then they get to Maya's gender reveal party, and at the gender reveal party, Davina tells Chrishell that she's two-faced because she be talking shit about people and don't own up to the shit she be talking because of that dinner. She should have said, yeah, I asked the question, because she did, because she don't know these people. She asked, do Mary be paying for this nigga? Like, she asked it. But they was like, you can't own up to what you said. And then here come Christine after they had that whole thing about how they were so great and she likes her and all this other shit. Then Christine jumps in like, yeah, this two-faced ass, fake ass bitch and all this other shit. That's all that happened. There you go.
So, okay. So
you don't have to watch it.
Well, in an attempt to kind of prep myself and try and get myself more engaged in the show, I watched like a couple one-off episodes from other seasons, just trying to, trying to get a gist for it, right?
Yeah.
So I watched the last episode of season 3, and it's Christine gets married. We were talking about this. Christine gets married,
which I still don't understand how she got married, because in season 1, not how anybody would marry her, but it just seems so fast because season 1 she wasn't even dating anybody. Right. So how did we get from, because the end of season 1 she was still very single. So how did we get from you're single in season 1 to you're getting married at the end of season 3? Like, who is this nigga?
But your guess is as good as mine.
Especially after all that shit you gave Mary about getting engaged to this boy who you was like, it's so fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just confused.
And let's hang there, because we can dig into Davina and her lack of like class, character, and dignity a little bit later.
And where did she come from? Because she literally just showed up out of nowhere. I didn't even know that another bitch worked there, let alone, like, where did you come from? You wasn't a part. Like, it was literally what, episode 3, 4?
It was episode fucking 3, and we're like, who is this?
Like, who are you?
Why are you here?
I don't know you, ma'am, but I feel like you've inserted yourself into things in a way that
And
makes
she
me
was trying to
highly uncomfortable.
comfort Chriselle from the beginning.
From the fucking beginning. Once
when
again, bitch,
Chriselle
who
said
are
something
you?
about how doing the charity work was so fulfilling and all this other stuff, she was like, "Oh, well, you were missed." And she was like, "Well, I was at Burning Man and I've been did this." And she's like, "Okay." And then she tried to come, "Well, how much was your dress? Why are you talking about the charity?" And it's like,
wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. What episode was this Burning Man comment? Who said that they were at Burning Man?
Davina said that she didn't go to the charity thing because she was at Burning Man. Because remember, Chriselle was crying because Chriselle used to be homeless and she was saying how much it meant to her that they did this work with the charity stuff.
Bitch, when I tell you, I glazed over. I
only remember that because Brooklyn was sitting in the room with me when I was watching it because me and her were playing Sorry as I was watching this shit. And
Baby, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
And she was like, "Mommy, why are they so dramatic?"
Unnecessarily. So, okay. Davina going to Burning Man is kind of hilarious, but it also shows a level of entitlement too, because Burning Man is not cheap. Burning Man is very expensive.
Because she asked her, she said, "How much were those tickets?" She was like $400.
Yeah, and oh God, Burning Man is so fucking. Okay, so let me just express these feelings real quick about Burning Man.
The way Burning they bastardized it from what it was and was supposed to be.
I don't even care if they bastardize it or not, girl. It's garbage. I'm not paying all that money to be around a bunch of funky ass fucking white people doing drugs in the goddamn middle of the dead summer heat in the goddamn desert.
With no way to clean themselves and nothing else. Nah, I'm straight.
I'm okay.
Y'all gonna yell, "Oh, it's spiritual." No, it's dirty.
No, it's not. It's spiritual dirty. Because you're on drugs.
Because you're high and
you can have spiritual awakenings in those moments. But guess what, nigga? You can do that in the comfort of your own motherfucking home.
Niagara Falls used to be spiritual too.
You know what else is spiritual, bitch?
There's 9 IHOPs between the border and the falls. There really
I'm mad you said IHOPs because I was about to say, you know, was
because I counted them because I went to Niagara Falls last year for my birthday because I wanted to take Brooklyn to see the falls. Between the U.S. Canada border, from the time you get through Border Patrol to the time you get to the falls, literally 9 IHOPs. Not lying.
It's the International House of Pancakes. Emphasis on international.
They're in the hotel. It was an IHOP in my hotel.
Girl,
it was the hotel restaurant.
International House of Pancakes. It's the combination between walking balls and diplomacy.
It was 9 IHOPs and 4 Tim Hortons.
That's also an international company.
I also love Tim Hortons.
I live for Tim Hortons.
And it's so when I came here, I said something about Tim Hortons, and nobody here knew what the fuck I was talking about. There's not a Tim Hortons in this city to be found.
Oh, that makes sense though.
Then I realized, I go upstate near Albany. They got
Tim Hortons there. Yeah.
There's 2 or 3 Tim Hortons in Cincinnati. Very few, not many. And they don't taste the same. It tastes a little weird, but it's not the same thing. And there's Tim Hortons. I was like, oh, so you got to be along the Canada border to get Tim Hortons.
Because we got
only certain parts of Canada. Because if you go to the west part, they don't have Tim Hortons over there. They only on this side.
You know, we got at least. I know. Order Uber Eats from at least like 5
every time I'm in Detroit. I love Tim Hortons every time. I love Tim Hortons, but also people outside of Detroit don't have good burners, or it's hard to find Vega. Oh no, it is.
It's not ginger ale. If it's ginger soda, that's fine.
It's ginger soda, very much so.
That's it.
I know what I'm getting with that. I'm getting very strong ginger soda. But that's what I'm looking for.
Canadian dry, something dry.
No, if I want an actual ginger ale, I'm gonna get a Seagram's or a Canada Dry or something like that. If I want actual ginger ale, but I'll be looking for that when I grab a Verner's or House. A House ginger ale is popping. I
That
don't be.
sounds racist as fuck.
Howells is New York, so.
Oh, okay. I was thinking Howell. I'm
No,
like, this sounds racist as shit.
HAL''S.
Oh.
It's New York. But when I'm looking for ginger soda, a good old ghetto ginger soda, you know, that cure all, go lay down and drink this ginger ale when your stomach hurt.
Yeah.
I want a Verner's.
I really hate burners. I hate Vernors, and I hate people that drink like Diet Vernors with whiskey. It's like, what are you doing?
Diet
Like,
Vernors
it
is
still
weird,
breaks
and it's
down
like,
in the sugar.
why are you doing that? That doesn't make sense.
Okay, let's get back on the hate train because there's a lot of it.
I keep forgetting that we talking about these bitches
because they were boring. I don't know why Netflix decided that this was the content that was acceptable
that any of us
needed. Like, for God fucking sakes. Okay. So Chriselle is the new girl in town. That's really it. Her husband is Josh Hartley. Yes. If you're a fan of Passions, like I was, you may remember him as being Fox Crane.
Or This Is Us, because he's on This Is Us.
Which is essentially Passions, just at
I never watched that show because everybody talks about they be crying all the time.
It's Passions without the magic.
Everybody talks about they be crying all the time, so I never watched it. The
also,
baby
I
just ran in the room.
When I saw that the name of it was like This Is Us, but I'm like, but who are you? I was like, thank you for saying that, but who are you? And I don't think I care to find out, honestly. So Josh Hartley, gorgeous, now divorced from Chriselle. I keep wanting to call her Trishelle. Chriselle. Yeah. Chriselle with a CH.
I went to high school with a girl named Chriselle. She was much better than this girl. We grassroots over here.
Y'all look like that one news. It was that one news report. I think it was on BBC.
That the kids ran in.
Yeah. And the mother snatched the little niggas up real quick.
That it be happening. That's just what it goes on around here.
Okay. So Chriselle's a new girl on the block, married to Josh Hartley, now divorced. The divorce was finalized in February of this year. We get Christine. Christine is just an asshole with gray hair. I think it's gray. Is it a grayish blonde?
It's a very light blonde.
I thought it was a super light gray. Okay. I might be a little colorblind. Then we also have Mary, who is short-haired blonde, shorter than Christine. Christine is also blonde. Mary used to date one of the twins named Jason. I don't know what the other's twin name is.
Brian or something.
Look, every time I look up, it's them two niggas and the name Jason. I was like, what is two niggas named Jason?
Like, Jason's the one that really talked. The other one wasn't really involved. It was very clear he didn't want to be there. But it's either Brett or Brian or something like that.
Also, okay.
It's like, I don't, what?
These two little niggas, and a little actually applies. Little actually. Hey, baby.
She keeps coming back, so she's here for a second. Until her dad shows up. Y'all gotta excuse her ponytail because
she at home. She mind her business.
She's at home, right?
Relaxing.
She's at home. She has her ponytail.
And she got her edges too. You got your ponytail, girl. You got the edges. You do whatever you want to do, man.
Full edges. Mama has edges.
Full, thick. Okay, so
it's ghetto Mary, over here.
It's just the whole show was ghetto. So Mary dated one of the twins named Jason. I can't pick out which one it was.
Lived with him.
Look, they're the same. They're
literally look exactly the same. It's kind of wild. They're paternal twins.
Paternal is the term for it. Okay.
Because they look exactly the same.
I don't know which nigga is which.
Like,
I don't know which one of them is talking.
Shit and like switch out. Like, they could do that because they look exactly the same.
they look exactly the same. But even with sister, Tia and Tamara looked a lot alike, but you can tell them apart.
Yeah.
These two short ass niggas, you couldn't tell. I couldn't tell who was speaking at any given time.
But it was usually just Jason. The other one wasn't really involved. Like here and there, you would hear him, but for the most part, he wasn't really involved.
Okay, so that's fair because I was just like, I don't know which one of you was talking now, but I know both of y'all ain't sitting here quietly. So one of y'all.
No, it was almost exclusively Jason.
Well, whichever one of the twins is named Jason, Mary dated this nigga for about a year. Now they work together. You also have Maya, who is Israeli and pregnant.
And I did not realize she was Israeli. I thought this was a white woman. I didn't until she started talking. I had no idea. I thought she was white.
I mean, let's be perfectly honest. Because in this country, in this cast, on this show, she's still white.
Yeah.
Like she's white.
Yeah.
I almost yelled some stuff. It was like, nope.
Don't do
handle
that.
This. Yeah.
Don't do that.
She has the capability to navigate the complexity. She gets to enjoy the complexity of being both Israeli as well as receiving white privilege. Mm-hmm. That's it. She just looks like a white woman with an accent.
Yeah.
So we got Maya, Mary, Christine, Chriselle, Heather. Yes. I think Heather is, as far as I've seen, probably the only somewhat likable one.
She's the only decent one.
Yeah, and even she gets on my nerves.
She didn't get on my nerves very bad.
Oh goddamn! Is the baby okay?
Yeah, she's fine.
He snatched that baby up like, you get your black ass over here.
Yes. Whoa. This is what is so anybody that sees this video, this is what it's like when you're trying to podcast with children in your house. This is what we go through.
Yeah.
So appreciate the Mothers Who podcast because this is what we deal with.
Wait, this thing gotta come up here and start talking to me about fucking food they was supposed to go pick up about 20 minutes ago. I've been thinking about starting an ASMR channel, so I've been practicing.
Oh my God.
Nonetheless, who were we talking about?
Heather and how she's somewhat likable.
Oh, Heather being somewhat likable. So Heather, they're all unnecessarily pretty by Western standards. They're all tall and skinny. Only two women in the it's about half and half at this point, blonde and brunette.
Yeah.
Heather,
but it's very clear that these women were hired based on who Jason wants to have sex with or has had sex with.
I feel
they
like
all look so similar. It's very clear that they were hired based on his type.
And I don't even know if it's necessarily. I think it's definitely his type, but
that's
his
what
type
I mean. Not necessarily that he wants to bone them, but it's more like his type. But also, so that leads me into what I was talking about. So this is a really successful agency. Like they list $200 million worth of properties at any given time, staffed by all white women, which leads me to talk about how, because it's not that it's only white people in real estate, is that when you talk about,
it's not.
No, not at all. But when you talk about these big money properties, they're overarchingly represented by white people.
Yeah.
Because, like, I was watching, what the fuck is that House Flipper show? The one that was started by Christina, that was like, the first one was like Christina and Tarek, and then now it's like I don't know. It's on HGTV. People who watch it know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't remember the name of it to save my life. But the first was this couple, and they're divorced now, and you know, whatever. But she was white. He may have been Middle Eastern. His name was Tariq. So I'm assuming he is, but he was very white passing. I'm not 100% sure what his ethnic background is, but he didn't come off as a person of color. He may have been, but he didn't come off that way. And then it's like, so they were flipping houses, like multi-million-dollar homes, right? Granted, they were in California, and that's, you know, that is what it is. But there's 2 spinoffs of this show that feature Black couples.
Yeah, I thought there was one with Black couples. I didn't know there was
There's 2. One in Dallas,
with a
one
Black
in
couple.
Nashville.
Oh, okay, those make sense.
Now, there are multi-million-dollar homes in Nashville. I've seen them. They're beautiful homes because, you know, all the country singers, they all live in Nashville. I've seen Carrie Underwood's house. Her house is huge. It's beautiful. There's multi-million-dollar homes in Nashville, but that's not what they're selling. They have, you know, upper middle class residential homes, like, you know, a couple $100,000, maybe $200,000-$300,000 homes. Same thing with Dallas. There's multi-million-dollar homes there. Basketball players live there.
Yeah.
But that's not what these Black couples have. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with selling upper middle class homes, but if you look at the vast difference in the listings that white sellers get versus the listings that Black and brown sellers get, because there's this automatic distrust of people of color. And there's this people that are visibly of color, because a lot of because I was talking about Shahs of Sunset for the same thing, because, you know, half of them are in real estate, but they're all very light-skinned Persian people, right? They're all people who, at first glance, they may just appear spicy white, not necessarily Persian. They're listing these they're getting these multi-million-dollar contracts, whereas darker skinned people aren't trusted in the same way, so they're not getting these same type of listings. Therefore, they're not even able to advance to the same place because they can't get in those rooms. They can't build those relationships. Also, they don't have the opportunity to suffer through the broke years, right? It's like they don't, because the wealth isn't there. They don't have the room to suffer through the building years. Like Chriselle was able to go to this big agency, one, because of the connections made through her husband and through the fact that she too is an actress.
Yeah.
But then also she had the financial opportunity that if she didn't sell a house for six months, a year, whatever, however long, it ain't gonna hurt her.
She's a part of a 2-family income home.
Exactly. A wealthy 2-family income home.
So it's not just like Black and brown. The look and the aesthetic is very intentional as far as navigating and dealing with male clientele.
Oh, I was getting there, because there's a certain type of white woman
that's exactly
gets these listings.
But
I was
it's not
getting
just
there
the male
because
too.
I hadn't got to the distrust of fat people, the distrust of, because they see these different things, whether it's darker skin, heavier set, certain hair colors, certain hairstyles, certain clothing aesthetics, and there's an automatic distrust and assumption that they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
So when you look at the people who are very wealthy from real estate, it's a very cookie cutter image of the men and of the women in high level real estate.
So it's not even just a cookie cutter image, but it's an image that's steeped in the Western ideas of what the white centric Western ideas of what beauty is. Except for Shahs of Sunset, because them Persians are on it's a different kind of a different thing.
But the ones that are in real estate, still kind of fit that.
Well, they get that capability to navigate, to kind of like sit on this fence.
Mike, MJ, they all still kind of fall into that. But granted, they still very much are proud of their Persian roots.
Yeah, but a lot of what their like
they
aesthetic
very much still
and
fall.
even
Their aesthetic still very much falls into that very white centric standard of
only
beauty.
to a certain degree, because they pull a lot from that Black aesthetic and make it, make it just a funny colloquialism or what have you. But and we see it. I think it was the 10 minutes into the first episode, we see exactly why the women that are hired to work at it's the Oppenheimer, whatever the fuck the name
Oppenheimer group.
it is. Oh, excuse me. I am drunk already. This is how annoyed I am with this. Maya is nothing but sexually harassed on the fucking job.
On the
job. And neither one of the Jasons said anything about it.
One of the Jasons, but she told them exactly what
she told everybody.
did. She told everybody, and everybody was kind of like, "Oh, what ifs?"
Because the men knew that would be what would happen in the line, and instead of taking any level of responsibility and saying, "You know what? The next time the two of you are meeting, I want to sit in," let alone having I don't know, the courage to say, "You know what? We're dropping this man as a client because
they hired women who could play to the fantasies of these very wealthy men."
And not just of the men, but of the women as well. Like they hired women that are attractive to men and that other women either
want to be friends with.
And that want to be like or want to be friends with. And all of them, to a certain degree, have that capability.
And they very much put each woman in a certain area for a certain reason. Like Chriselle gives very much girl next door. So
she's her in the more residential area.
In the more family area. Whereas Christine gives very much bitchy wannabe actress LA girl. So we're gonna put her in the Hollywood Hills. It's like that's Maya is the exotic
Maya's the
one.
in between.
She's the exotic.
So I won't say exotic. Maya is the
she's exotic because of the accent.
Oh, Maya. I miss Maya and Mary up. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, Maya's the in-between kind of exotic. So let's put her in the leasing. That way that she can handle all those bachelors that may not be about to buy yet, but they'll lease it for quite a bit of money.
Yeah, and Mary gives you like mid-30s, upperly mobile.
Right, she's upperly mobile, so she can talk to the women who are coming up.
Well, she can talk to the women and the men. And honestly, Mary, to me, at the very least, seems like the most competent person, personality-wise.
Yeah, and it's not to take anything away from any of these women, because to be in real estate, you have to hustle, you have to work, you have to know what you're talking about. So I'm not taking anything away from any of these women. But we're not going to ignore the fact that each one of these women were very intentionally picked. There's a reason we didn't see Davina until season 3, because she don't go out. 3. She don't go out the office because she don't fit any of those molds.
And Davina handles, if I remember correctly, all of their like relationships with developers.
Yeah.
So she's in charge of all of that.
Stuff.
Also, Davina is a nasty ass, worthless ass bitch. So you don't want to have her out there. She doesn't know how to act.
She also comes off as like she's not going to play the game for these men. You know what I'm saying?
But she has though.
She but in a different way. She's not gonna. She can't do flirty and cute. And maybe we'll go out on a date, or maybe I'll come by with the drinks once we close out. Like she can't do that. So they put her with the developers where
shut her ass up.
Where she plays that
I hate her.
That like super bossy, you're gonna respect me, but at the same time, I'm gonna give you what you want, but I'm not gonna let you know I'm giving you what you want type of role, because that's what she fits.
She is awful.
She is.
So I'm glad terrible. We're back on Davina. So this is the thing.
She walked in the room picking with Chriselle.
So she continues that apparently.
Trying to get
the episode that I saw.
That's literally what that was for.
Well, the episode I saw for season 3, it was the last episode of season 3. It was Christine's wedding, and they're sitting at what I'm imagining is the reception, right? which Christine had a black wedding gown, and I was like, all right, I could see it.
I mean, I was gonna have a black wedding gown if I wasn't mad
I
pregnant.
live for that.
If I wasn't mad pregnant, I was gonna have one.
Shit, that's the time to do it, honestly.
Oh no, I was. Oof, I gave birth 3 weeks later.
Oh yeah, no, okay. But they're sitting at the reception for Christine's wedding, right? I guess it's the cocktail hour. Everybody's sitting around. Chriselle disappeared because, she found out via text that her husband's divorcing her. So she's feeling some kind of way, right?
Yeah.
Like any other natural, normal person would be feeling. And Heather gets asked prior to the wedding by a journalist about, how are you supporting Chriselle? And she's like, essentially, I'm just there to, oh my God, hold on, give me a second. Girl, I just ordered this food and this fucking place is closed. Hold on. Okay. This just pissed me off. Okay, good. All right, bye. Okay.
Are you getting your food?
Yes. They close at 8. No, whatever. I can't. This was a little annoying. I'm more angry about the show.
You are.
Compartmentalize my feet.
Like your anger is literally the show, and I don't have shit to do with this place.
No. Okay. So, Davina. So they're at the wedding, and Chriselle's talking about. Well, Heather was talking about being asked about how she was supporting, and Heather just gave a very quick, very easy, respectful answer, essentially, right? And everybody else is like, yeah, that makes sense. And Chriselle just essentially says, you know what, thank you. Boom. Davina's ass came out of nowhere and decided to interject herself in this conversation and goes, well, I mean, there's 2 sides to every story. Meanwhile, this is a coworker. You don't even have to like this bitch.
Right.
This is a coworker and you're at a wedding. There was no need for you to look this woman dead in her fucking face and say there's 2 sides to every story. And not only that, but to continue to repeat it and then to defend that viewpoint. When this woman didn't even say anything, everybody else is like, yo, what the fuck? Like, Davina, come on now.
Right. This is
She's like, well, I wasn't there. I wish you weren't there at all, Davina.
But you also didn't have to say anything.
You didn't have to say anything. You could have just shut the fuck up. You could have just shut the... This whole show is nothing more than you could have just shut the fuck up.
Very much
it.
So.
That's
it's very much but you didn't have to talk.
Okay, I'm annoyed about this show. Davina could have just shut the fuck up. Like that's the thing though. Like Davina could have just shut the fuck up.
Yeah. It was
And I see
always
that this
like,
is her pattern. She just like, and even Christine, when they were sitting there, when she was sitting there talking to Mary, she's like, I just want to be able to say whatever I want to say with no consequences. And I without people being offended. It's like, that's not how life works. Like if
but the thing
I
about
looked you
Christine,
dead in your face and said, you, ma'am, are worthless. You are
Christine,
unlovable.
so
You
as
are
I like,
trash. You would feel some kind of way. And that is the lightest of it.
as I like, so as I watched the season, I realized Christine does that mean girl bullshit
She can't handle
because
it though.
she's still carrying all those scars from being picked on in high school. And this is just, instead of her just going to fucking therapy and working through this shit, she's like deciding, oh, I'm gonna get everybody else before they get me. And I'm gonna be as mean as fucking possible before anybody can be mean to me.
Nobody cares about you, girl.
And that's
Nobody.
that's the thing about it. We do not care.
Nobody cares.
We don't care. And you don't have to be a bitch to everybody you ever meet because you would be better served to just shut the fuck up. Like, she was so mad that people liked Chriselle coming in. Not the people in the agency, because whatever, clients liked Chriselle coming in. And she was so threatened by that. Same with Davina. They were so threatened by the fact that clients flocked to Chriselle for whatever the reason may have been. And Chriselle does that weaponizing her tears, victim white lady shit too. So whatever, I don't care. But
they all do it.
They all do it. But it's like they were both so threatened by the fact that people.
What happens when you get two white people women who weaponize their tears in the same room and they both start crying, bitch? What happens then? We've never seen that. What happens then?
I don't know, because y'all weaponizing y'all tears against each other. So I don't know what happened. Did they explode? Like I feel like they just blow up. That's why we never seen it. They know it's in the handbook that you can't have two of y'all doing this in the same place because y'all will blow up.
I would be interested in seeing that.
I've never seen, at least, well, to the back, I have seen two white women weaponizing their tears in the same place, but it's usually against the same person.
Yeah. I mean against each other.
No, I've never seen them do it against each other though. That's weird.
Yeah, this show is trash. This show is trash.
Yeah, that's weird.
Okay. So I'm gonna say this. What were we gonna watch next? Like, let's just. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say this. We're watching All Stars 5 next.
Is it?
Because I need something joyful and messy.
Oh, Drag Race. I was like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Because you know, I've only ever watched
something real.
I've only ever watched one season of Drag Race.
Are you
Stars.
fucking kidding me?
I've only watched one season of All Stars, and that's the season that Shea Coulee won. I've never seen another season.
Well, that was the season we were gonna watch.
That's the only season I've ever seen. I've never seen any other season of All Stars.
Oh wait, no, All Stars 3. I think it's 3. Shangela. Yep, it's 3. We'll go with
That's the one that Thorgy's on?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've never seen any, because I was like, All Stars is dumb. I'm not watching it. Because I was like, All Stars just created so that Chad Michaels could win. Because they were mad that she didn't win the first time around.
Shit, no. All Stars was created because that was the time where RuPaul was throwing every spinoff at Logo. Because it wasn't just they had All Stars, but they also had
Drag You. Which I liked Drag You.
And you started getting in more YouTube stuff too. Untucked was on YouTube. Alyssa's Secret was on YouTube.
And then they brought that shit to Logo, yeah.
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 No, RuPaul was like, oh, one of these motherfuckers is gonna stick. And they even essentially turned Drag You into RuPaul's Celebrity Drag Race. I did too.
I watched that too. I did watch that. That was fun.
I enjoyed Drag You.
But Celebrity Drag Race was fun because I like to see Black men who are secure enough in themselves that they would do stuff like this.
Yeah.
And there was the guy who he was in I watched the damn movie and I don't remember the name of it. But the Black guy that was on there, and he said he did it because his brother's a drag queen. And he was
vaguely
trying
remember that
to understand like what the process is for him. And his mama was also a lesbian who passed away. His mother passed away, but she was a lesbian, and his brother's a drag queen, and he was trying to, feel closer. And I appreciate watching Black men who are secure enough in themselves to do stuff like this.
Okay, that's
Which is why I enjoy Celebrity Drag Race.
Yeah, fair. No, fair.
But yeah, no, we're done with Selling Sunset. We don't have to talk about
I never want to see the show. I never want to see these
bitches again.
Never want to
see
it again.
The show was literally, I don't know why y'all like this show. This shit was boring and all these hoes are terrible. I don't know why y'all like this shit.
It was awful.
Literally will never talk about this shit again. I also will never want to see the show again. I will never let y'all pick a show again.
No, let them pick a show. We just need to vet it a little bit. That's it. Like watch like the first episode and the last episode.
This is what happens when we wait to the day of recording to watch the goddamn show. Because we ain't had time to change.
I knew it was gonna be some bullshit. That's why I kept putting it off.
See, I didn't. I didn't know shit about this show. I knew nothing.
He watched it. He watched like the first 2 seasons of it, and I would hear it in the background.
And he stopped because he said this shit is stupid.
It took him 2 seasons, but yeah.
See, I started to watch it earlier. I was like, I don't fucking feel like it.
I'm like, are y'all fighting at some point? Because this ain't worth it.
Nothing about this show.
Like y'all reads are lame. Y'all are lame, just classes.
And and that's the thing, it's like,
oh, that sounds awful.
Yeah, no, I'm not. The thing about it is, like, I don't even care that they're not physically fighting. I'm fine with no physical fighting on my reality TV. Actually, a lot of the shows that we've watched, there haven't been any physical fights.
Yeah, but for a show this boring, somebody needs to throw a fucking punch.
But it's also like, but y'all are just mad classes and weird. Like,
right.
So it's not even just
boring. Can we at least
get
a glass of wine thrown, for God's sake?
Right. It's not even just boring. It's borderline offensive because y'all are mad classes and weird.
Did you talk about my husband, Harry?
Yes, we do have to do that show at some point.
Actually, let's just do that.
You want to do Beverly Hills?
Yeah, we can do Beverly Hills.
Which season?
This is why I don't like this thing.
Which season?
The season where Lisa Rinna comes in.
Her first season with Lisa and Eileen?
Yeah. I think because her first season is when...
Because I think that's the Beast season.
Like, you beast.
I think that's Beast season.
I think that's also when like Lisa, they were sitting at the table and she breaks the glass. Don't you talk about my husband.
But that's
and Kyle goes running out.
Sprinted. That bitch turned to a track star.
That bitch ran.
Track star.
That bitch ran like a nigga came up and said, "Give me them shoes."
So the Beast moment is his favorite moment in reality television.
Beast.
He loves that man. No, let's do All Stars. We'll save Beverly Hills.
Okay, if we do All Stars, we have to do the Shangela season.
Okay.
And I say that
3? Yes.
2, I think it's season 3, but we have to watch that. And then she did an hour special where she talks about, and it's like a stage performance where she talks about the funny shit that happens on All Stars 3. Because the bitch was robbed. The bitch was robbed.
I've been seeing that, but I also
never... The bitch was robbed.
I never saw the show. All
Trixie
right, so we'll end this and we'll save that. We'll talk about that next week. We'll do All Stars season 3.
Selling Sunset. Netflix.
Yeah, no, don't watch
If you ever hear this, anybody from
They
Netflix,
just gave them another season too.
I saw that. No.
There's a season 4 coming, and it's just like, but
if
why?
you want to throw money at fucking people, like throw money at us. Quality content.
Yeah. I'll do
quality
a show for
content.
Netflix. Me and my kids.
You already got enough of my money. Shit.
I'll do a show for Netflix.
Hell yeah.
We We can do a show where we can do a show like what Trixie and Katya has, where we just like watch Netflix shows and talk about how if they're bad or good. I'll do that. I'm down.
Yeah. You want to pay me? We're doing it already.
If
you want to pay
Netflix,
me? Hell yeah.
You want to throw
Everything
money at
will
somebody?
Be bad,
throw money
almost
at
everything
us.
on fucking Netflix is awful right now.
You want to throw money at somebody? Netflix, throw it at us because we'll give you some quality content, bitch. We'll have the hoes laughing.
Okay, give me a quick sec. I gotta piss like the devil.
No, we're gonna end it. It's over. We're done. I can't even hear you, girl. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. All right. On that note, y'all. Bye, y'all. We're good. Bye, y'all.